Speaking of like, because Dami and India became like a whole like internet sensation,
Yes.
like internet content couple.
Yeah.
One content creator I was like, I like to see the growth of was Keith Lee, like the effect that he has. He started out with just
cooking food for his wife and baby.
For his pregnant wife. Now he's doing food tours.
I love that man.
Now a whole city wants to fight him in Atlanta.
I love Keith Lee for real. Like he is. I'm sorry. I don't think he can do no wrong. I'm sorry. It's like I feel like he's just very genuine in what he does.
His lip quivered.
What did you want to say?
No, I love Keith Lee and like I get like he's big. Not to be a hater, but what makes him stand out?
He's a man of God. He's very genuine in what he does.
Yeah, he's just very honest and just.
Why do you think he blew up? That's my question. Where did he come from? Is he a plant?
I don't
think
know.
A TikTok
He
plant.
used to be broke. He used to be an MMA fighter. He would come on
I
TikTok.
remember he would be getting beat up.
Doing DoorDash.
Really?
Doing DoorDash.
Beat up?
Yes.
Yeah.
With a black eye.
I mean, was making money though, so you was doing.
And he didn't blow up overnight. It's been years.
It's been like a
years.
2 year.
I remember because they had the first child. What's his
Ronnie?
child?
No.
The first
Kinsley? Kenny? I don't know.
They had the first child, and I remember that was like, TikTok baby.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's done so many things. He did the cooking.
Yeah, he switched it up.
Remember, he was sitting in that child chair.
Yeah.
That little Paw Patrol.
For show your right arm.
For show you right on.
Right.
Show your right arm.
Now this man is doing tours. People are begging this man to go and eat.
Breakfast Club.
Like.
Yeah, that his scent is what's crazy, and it just happened in such a fast manner. I mean, the build up prior to it took time, but like from when he started doing those food reviews, and then he just and now people care. Like when he comes to the city, they will make memes like everyone watch out, like he's gonna come.
And he's not just doing he's not just doing a food tour. He's not just a food critic. I was watching a video today, and he was talking about how he raided a restaurant in Vegas, and the dad died. And so he said, he literally, he said he's going to sponsor 300 people, and, on Sunday, so it's going to happen tomorrow. So if y'all are, I don't know if it's going to be out by Sunday, probably not. But he was talking about how, 300 people are, he's going to sponsor the first 300 people to get, to get their food when they go there and everything. So he actually is doing people, he's doing good things.
Yeah.
He's not just, and I feel like, how we make the wrong people famous?
Yeah, he's the right guy.
This is the one time that we actually did right.
Yes.
And he put the work and effort in, Keith Lee.
Shout out to you.
I think. Go.
Have you guys ever visited any of the places he's reviewed?
He's never kept to Arizona. Where we gonna go?
I mean, we went to Vegas.
Your travels.
I didn't go to Vegas.
Honestly, I don't know.
Did y'all ever? I don't think he was doing the tour that
He wasn't doing tours yet.
No.
Yeah, so I don't think
I think we went to one of this taco place he went to, David, when we went to Vegas with.
Maybe.
I think that was the spot.
That was a good.
Because I remember looking it up before we went there. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's what makes him different from all the other reviewers too. Is that give back portion, that give back aspect of it, and he's really keen on
everybody being treated the same.
Exactly. You don't want any special treatment, so you strategize. I remember he would be dressing up in costume. Mm-hmm. That was funny, but obviously you have to stop that.
I think that's what sets him apart from influencers, because influencers go in there entitled.
Exactly. Yes.
He's very opposite.
Atlanta showed that very well. Yeah.
But the thing is, why was that such a surprising thing? Just treat people normal.
Because people love capitalizing. When they get a platform, they want to extract out of it as much as possible. Yeah. But he came from it from a give standpoint. That just made people want to pour in more into him. You know what I'm saying?
He was broke too.
That's biblical though.
Yeah, because at one point it's you can see his genuineness in what he's doing. Because people get up there and you'll see the true them, but you see that this is the true him.
He don't record himself doing the good deeds. He just does it. People will actually come out and say, guys, Keith Lee just did this. He's very genuine.
Yeah.
But speaking of making the wrong people famous.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who's she gonna say? Yeah, I'm curious.
I was gonna say Bobbi.
Okay.
Bobbi Althoff.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah.
Why?
What's wrong with her?
She got famous for being mid. You got famous for interviewing black men, black rappers.
She's very good at what she does.
I think it's her niche though.
It's lame.
It is. It's true. I just feel like I personally, the one that she did with
Offset.
No. The original one she did with
Drake.
No. What's that guy?
Funny Marco.
Yeah, that one to me was very, very funny. But it just felt like she was just capitalizing off of it, and I was like, you're doing a lot. I don't know. It wasn't funny after a while.
I think she does this incompetent act where she's
it's super annoying.
It is, and every time I see her face, I get highly irritated because this is how. I'm sorry, white women do this. I'm not trying to make it a race thing.
It's like back in the days, but
no, listen. If it was a black woman doing this kind of act, do you think she would have this many supporters? No.
I think there is someone who does that.
Even Funny Marco.
But she doesn't have that platform.
Exactly.
You're right. Yes.
Even Funny Marco, they brought him up in this conversation, and they was like, "Oh, he doesn't have as big of a platform as her."
Now he does.
Now he does after the fact, though.
Yeah.
She blew up first.
Do you feel like if it's because she's white though?
Like, yes. Nepotism.
Like if she was doing that style and like was big, but she was black,
I think.
Would you still think she's annoying? Like
I think I would. Yes. Because I've sat through and watched the interview in full. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like most times when people are like digesting her content, they're like watching clips.
Yeah.
And the clips are interesting and funny, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I watched that Drake one, for example. Mm-hmm. Personally, to me, it wasn't like quirky or anything. It was quirky, but it was literally kind of hard to like listen through the whole thing. And I'm like, looking at the time left on the internet, I'm like, they're gonna just keep doing this nonsense back and forth through the whole hour interview. Yeah. It was even Drake was kind of lifting up the conversation and kind of like help driving it forward because it literally just her. Why did you do that? Don't do that. Wait.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it's like you have to like that kind of content. If you don't like, do you like Funny Marco's? Like,
Funny Marco doesn't do that though.
Marco, though. He does though.
He doesn't do like. Why did you do that?
I think she does it because she's white. That's the white version of it.
I don't think Funny Marco does. I feel like Funny Marco has like
that dry, like tape, like awkward, whatever. Like honestly, she probably got that from him.
I think she.
People were saying that she got that from him.
I like how he executes. Yes, that's one.
Like that Nicki Minaj interview when he brought out the paintings and stuff. Like. No problem.
See what I'm saying? Like he has bits.
Me, like I like Funny Marco back before he was doing that.
I like
when he was in Walmart and stuff. I thought
yes.
But this interview stuff, I don't really like his like.
I don't like it either, and I don't watch the interviews for that reason. But if I were to pick one, I would definitely pick him.
Yeah.
That's my own thing.
But he's genuinely funny. Bobbi has never made me laugh in my life.
I think
she's not funny.
She can be funny.
She's not funny.
She's funny.
I'm not feeling it.
You're funny.
You're funny.
She's not gonna see this, bro. I promise you.
Hey, love it.
No, the only one was the Funny Marco one. Like that one, I was like, this is crazy. Like it's actually because it was the two of them. They're the same personality.
Yes,
so
that one was nice.
You know who's a white girl who does that awkward thing and executes it?
The Chicken Shack.
The Chicken Shack girl.
Yeah, I love her.
I don't like her.
She's not.
But it's funnier in my opinion.
Like her take on it is like flirting.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Because
it's interesting. She's engaging.
But it's so awkward. It's so awkward though.
Bobbi's whole thing is she depends on the guest to drive the conversation forward. I think she might have changed her content though because I hear she's interviewing more like white people and like actors and those are the types I think she's like now actually having a conversation.
She used the black community
to propel herself
as a footstool
to
get to Scarlet.
That's a woo. That's a boo.
Because
he's like preaching, like
because you know, like she did Yachty, she did Drake,
Offset.
She did Offset. That one was actually kind of funny. I thought Offset was kind of funny.
Shoot her.
I saw
because Offset was carrying that conversation.
Drake, I said no, because remember they followed each other, and I was like, all of that was you guys did that for me.
Drake is a
wasted my time.
I need to match me.
I think I'm
You know, she did one with Tyga.
It
was terrible. Because you know Tyga doesn't have a personality.
Exactly.
So if you're doing it with someone else that has a personality,
they cannot carry the conversation.
Tyga. No offense, Tyga.
Tyga's not watching this. Sorry to break it.
This is how the cookie ends up smelling, low key.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go back to the cookies.
Okay, y'all.
How's it coming?
Show the camera now. Bring it to them. Let them see.
Let me show them. I browned the butter. I'm gonna zoom coming.
I need some Max Wayne.
You can't really see it. I'm not gonna tip this. The butter is brown.
What if it just spills on the floor?
I will actually leave.
That's it. Well, then finish the entire
thing.
Okay, Melody, I'm gonna pour this and you slowly whisk. Sorry.
Yeah, keep it.
Speaking of influencers, how do you guys feel about Cenat?
Oh, he had a big year.
What do you think? I think you like him more than all. Yeah, tell us about Cenat.
I love Cenat just because I remember like seeing his little clips before and I didn't really get it.
Right.
But now that I work with kids, like I see the impact he has on children. Even though he's not really appropriate for children, it's kind of like their version of like the YouTubers that we watched when we was kids. So it kind of like I get it. Yeah, and he makes me laugh. I like seeing his growth because he had Nicki Minaj. He had who else?
He had Lil Baby,
Offset. Yeah. He got all these big people on there, and I feel like it's like watching a little brother or something.
Yeah. And honestly, with the kid thing, like I feel like we were kids, like we were watching stuff we probably weren't supposed to watch either.
Right,
so I think it's just every generation has their own
thing.
And Kai, he's not even that like
inappropriate
like that because he's on Twitch #1.
Yeah,
and Twitch would be flagging stuff.
A lot of stuff and banning people with quickness.
What about I Show Speed?
No.
I
don't like speed at all. I do not like.
Do the full demonstration.
How? They're not even gonna see me.
It is a full demonstration. You're crazy.
Whoa.
Why is a grown man doing that on the internet?
He's not grown. He's a kid. Like 19, bro.
You know what I mean? He's old enough to know better.
To know better. He does a lot of weird things. I don't know.
He's just extremely inappropriate all around. And I do not like his impact on children.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, let's get into it.
Tell us about his
You a teacher.
My students go around the classroom saying, I bounce that, bouncing around the classroom. Little boys, 9 and 10 years old, doing bounce that ass because of I Show Speed. They came to school singing I Show the Meat in my classroom.
What?
Yes.
The meat?
I showed the meat.
Because he had a accident on his
he had he showed his pee by mistake. Yeah. And so they came to school singing that. So it's like they're just extremely inappropriate and I'm not a fan.
Yeah, he's on that kind of like Aiden Ross comedy where it's like
dirty.
Where they're doing sus content.
Yeah.
They do that
or
a lot.
can you open
but Kai Cenat has such a big like impact, even just like in the industry, like music and stuff.
Yeah.
Like labels are like calling him because if you're on his stream, your sales are going up.
Yeah, I remember what's the name? Was it Offset? He slept over at his house.
Slept over.
Yes.
Yeah. He's 15 years his junior.
Yeah.
He slept over at his house.
But it was cool if you actually watch some of the clips that came out of that.
It was
he
like
opened
genuine.
up. Like, so I feel like people like that are gonna change how like media goes forward. And especially when people want to like promote stuff or they're trying to like, you know, sell something, it's more genuine to like show your real personality over the course of just like a hangout or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like Offset was the perfect demonstration. Now you see like Nicki, even when Nicki went on, she kind of interacted with his mom.
Yeah.
Right? And his sister.
They're age mates.
And then you never see it in a traditional interview. And you see a lot of like the people who are like the forefathers of like interview journalism. They're kind of upset.
What's his name? Elliot Wilson.
Elliot Wilson getting mad because they're taking the interview time and all this other sort of stuff. I mean, I like it, you know, and I think it's gonna push those people who are in traditional journalism to be more like, you know, try and extract someone's personality out of conversation instead of just talking about salacious things that they've done, like Charlemagne or whatever on the
I think there's a place for them. I don't want to see Joe Budden doing sleepover with
No,
Offset.
I mean, of course, yeah.
Imagine him doing, or Elliot Wilson.
But at least it's gonna push them to like, okay, how can we like make this more like
interesting,
like relatable? You know what I'm saying? Versus just like I have a list of questions.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kai Cenat. We love you over here.
Kai Cenat. What would have called you, boy?
We adding the eggs to the brown butter, the sugar mixture. These cookies about to turn out bomb. You smell?
They smell good.
There's just something about
something
about when a Nigerian woman cooks.
Oh yeah, come Nigerian woman. Come.
Speaking of Nigerian woman cooking.
You see how I gave it to you, and then you done it.
LIII.
What about
it?
Go hear that, go hear that, go.
Go hear that,
Hilda, if you're seeing this, I really love you. Like,
who's
I love
Hilda? Give
him a background.
Hilda Basti is a Nigerian chef, in Nigeria, of course, and she won the what was it? The Guinness World Record of the most hours cooking.
Like 100 and something
hours.
Consecutively.
It was actually, so it was 100 hours, and then they went through. Yeah.
She got some breaks and stuff.
94 or something. But they beat her.
Who did?
Somebody in
India, right?
No way, really?
Yeah, that
was
Again, the same one who had it before?
No. It was a guy.
Was it Nigerian food though?
Nope.
Exactly.
But that was like crazy.
It was a moment.
Crazy,
yeah.
Like she was on Instagram live.
We were watching it with her live.
How did you first hear about it? Like, how did you
I was just scrolling and I'm seeing this woman still cooking. I said,
and she was standing there weak. Like she was like this. I'm like, who is this? What's she doing?
Why she go sit down? I thought she was
old woman.
An old woman, Hilda. And so I saw you. I was like, oh, okay.
She's a baddie.
Now she's an influencer.
Yeah, she was before.
She already was.
Yeah.
But it blew her up more.
She used to make videos like, I'm cooking for my man, that's not my man. I'm packing my man's lunch. That's how she used to make videos.
I love her. She made it.
Yeah.
She really did.
You know, there was a moment, like, I remember everyone was, and I like the, like, camaraderie that came out of that, too.
Yes.
Everyone was, like,
united.
Nigeria was united for real.
Literally, Nigerians were praying for her. They were dancing for her day in, day out. And then people were getting food for free. Like,
yeah.
It was very,
I like that part of people getting
communal.
to eat as well.
Shout out Hilda.
But then Nigerians went crazy and started trying to break records.
Exactly.
Chef Dami.
Oh my gosh.
We like competition too much.
Too much.
Seriously.
Just waiting for Duke to say too much. Anyways, I feel like at that point it was like okay, you're happy for Hilda, but you want to beat her.
Like,
and I get it.
Called you.
Like, that's what I'm
Mind
saying.
you, Hilda has prepared for this thing for months.
Yeah.
She prayed over it.
She spent time. Then they were doing kiss-a-thon. They were doing
They said they're on hour 11. That's
Yo.
Nah, that's crazy.
Nigeria is not serious.
Shout out Nigeria. Nigeria had an election this year.
They did. Why do you hate Nigeria?
I don't hate Nigeria. I just don't like politics.